Hello everyone, welcome to an inventory guide for zombies in Spaceland. I'm Violent, I'll be your guide. And we're going to be talking about Neil. He is the robot that helps you, basically the Civil Protector that you can call in. Except it's not him, the Civil Protector that we're building is David Hasselhoff. So you know about the head and spawn right away up to Bipolar Peak on that like ice cream cart. That's where you can pick it up and set it on Neil. Then you're going to complete the challenges and come back to Neil after he flies back. Yeah, I didn't show you that footage, but we need a battery, right? So this is where I come in, because at this point is where you'll be confused. If you go up by Polar Peak next to this garbage can, that's where you're going to find the battery, or one of the spots, okay? So there are a few spots. Out by the alligator mouth, there's a bench. That's in the chromosphere area. That's where you're going to be doing it. And now we're by the chromosphere on an ice cream cart right there, as you can see. That's where we're going to find a battery location as well. And then over here is where I found mine. Now, I was told on Twitter that there are 6 spots. I found 4, and that's all I found is 4 so far. So keep in mind that in that area there are 2 more spots, and then we're going to give the battery to Neil.
All right, yeah. Let's play hardball.
Do not power off. Do not disassemble. Would you like to play a game?
After you've given him the battery, he's going to take some time to cool down, and then we can initiate the Night Industries, or whatever the hell that said. We're going to initiate Neil, and he's going to fly up into the air and come back with David Hasselhoff. And this actually happened the first time that I didn't show you, because the challenges are easy. You should be able to get those challenges done easy. The second set of challenges is way more complicated and hard. But if you ever get limbs or gibs that you need to blast off, upgrade the Kindle 44, because the explosive damage of that blows off arms, blows off legs, and that's how you're going to complete those challenges. Everything else is actually pretty easy, and you shouldn't really have a problem, especially if you have the Kindle 44. That's going to help you tremendously upgrading Neil here. So, he brought down David Hasselhoff. He's sending David Hasselhoff back. Takes about 2 rounds, maybe a 3rd round, I don't know, but just look for it. Then he's going to come back down, and now he needs a floppy disk, right? He's saying his OS is all screwed up, and he needs a way to basically change that. So it's corrupt, and he needs to reinstall it. Okay, change it as in reinstalling it. So where we're going is downstairs, okay? On the tables, you'll see it. On the edge of the tables, all on there, you'll see it, okay? So I'm going to show you quite a few different locations as to where it could be. I found it in a few of these spots, but I'm actually going to show you one extra one that I didn't find it at, but you're going to want to pay attention to, okay? So on the edge of tables is mostly where you want to look. In the kitchen here, on that table right there, I would look. I'm not sure if it goes there, but here is where I found it, and it's definitely on the edge of places, but this is another spot right here, okay? So those are the main spots where you're going to find it, and remember, it's downstairs for the floppy disk, and that makes 3 out of 3 parts.
Upgrade protocol initiated.
Let's go!
Resuming Night Industries 2000 challenge.
Once you complete this, the challenges are going to get weirder and harder, but once you beat those finally, you will now be able to buy the Civil Protector for $5,000. It's not actually the Civil Protector, but I want you to think of it like that. His blast going up into the air will kill the last zombie, just so you know. Little tip for being here on this video is I get to show you things like that. So we're going to wait for him to come back down. He's going to bring David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff, who you've probably seen once or twice just by initiating the head of Neil and completing the challenges, is your Civil Protector. And the one time that you saw it, he hasn't changed. He's just as strong as before, which isn't that strong. I would say that the grind for this is not worth it. You can earn way more tickets actually in the arcade, and the arcade itself, between the basketball game and the Devil's Teeth game, you can just bank 100 almost every time if you don't miss. Easy 100 tickets each time. So Neil gives you a little bit of tickets. Overall, you might make about 250, maybe a little bit more than that, but just go into the arcade at the end of the round. Most I've made in one round in the arcade is 1,500 tickets. That's how much I've made. So if you think you're going to be low on tickets because you're not doing Neil, you're wrong, man. Violent out.